Nyinyi mmekuwa mkiuliza Mungu Ruto akitoka ni nani ataingia, and that is what I want to share with you today and what God has been telling me and showing me. Before I start, I want to show you something. God uses the foolish things of this world. So this is a chess game. Now if you look at it, you'll notice something wrong with it. Like if you look at this, you'll notice something wrong with it. Like this is not how the game is usually arranged. This is not how the game is usually arranged. So what I did is I moved my pawns to the back. I moved my pawns to the back. Now if you ask chess players, they'll tell you all about it. So I changed the rules because, yeah, who made up these rules? You cannot put like mosquitoes and birds and fishes and whales and donkeys in the same rules. That aside. So this is what God says. Power to the pawns. Power to the pawns. Power to the pawns. Now what does that mean? Uh, When I say power to the pawns, I would have used another term. I would have said power to the people, but there are so many peoples in this life, and the people that own the government, they refer to you as commoners. They refer to you as the common mwananchi. They don't refer to you as people. So when I say power to the pawns, I mean power to the common mwananchi. I mean power to the commoners. I mean power to, again, the wana wa mchanga. You get what I mean? So in each, in each, in each village, let me use those words, in each village, in each community, there are so many, like let's say if it's Kitui, if it's Kajiado, if it is Machakos, whatever it is, in each village, you pick one person. But I'm not even supposed to say pick because God is the one that's going to pick. You're going to know them. I mean, you already know them because God has anointed those people. So you pick one person from each community, from each village. It does not matter the age. It does not matter if it's a man or a woman. Pick somebody, each community member. You come together as a community and pick one person from each community. Now, those people that will be in each or will be from each community, they will form like now what is known as the parliament. And in that, now the parliament will pick one person that will be the president. You go and look at the people that God has chosen. Ask your wise men. Ask your village doctors. Ask people that are in tune with God and are in tune with the soil and are in tune with the way of the people. It's not about campaigning. And in that, everybody that is campaigning to you right now, Atama Gen Zs, everybody that is coming to you to campaign is a liar. They do not have a spirit of God in them. They do not have the spirit of God in them. They do not have the spirit of God in them. Anybody that is campaigning for you, anybody that is campaigning, coming to you to campaign, that is a liar. So power to the pawns, I mean power to the commoners, I mean power to the common mwananchi. You get what I mean? So you pick from each community. And their term haitakuwa ati 5 years, it will only be 3 years. 3 years. If they don't do what you've put them to do, waende. You make the choices now as the commoners. You make the choices now as the pawns. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? So from each community, you pick one of your own. Pick somebody that you know that God is chosen and they will walk in the ways of God. They will be servants to you. They will be servants to you. And another thing, thank God, it is the 21st century and we have internet. So during their meetings, whatever name you'll have to give them, because even the names should change, the names of our country, the names of our communities, they should change, and we should name them according to the names that God has been giving us, or the names that God will give you. Do you get what I mean? So again, it is the 21st century and their meetings will be recorded. That is transparency. In their, I don't want to say their parliament, but in their meetings, the people that you've chosen, hao wana wenu, hao wana wa mchanga wenu, hao wana wenu ambao Mungu atawaonesha mwachague. Their meetings will be recorded. They'll be live online. They'll be live on TV stations that are for the gods, or that are for God, or that are for the country. It will be live. Everybody will take part in the meetings. Everybody will see what those people that you've chosen will be talking about. See meetings za kando kando, absolute transparency. So you ask God, Ruto akitoka nani ataingia? And God says it is you. Nyinyi ndio mtakaoingia. You commoners. You commoners. You common mwananchi. You common mwananchi. It is time that we give the pawns power. And something else was happening. I was playing this game now after I changed the rules and I moved the pawns to the back. If you know somebody that knows how to play chess, they can explain to you what I mean. So once I moved the pawns back and I said, okay, now this other, I don't know, these others, they will move. They will move like the king and the queens and all these other ones. They will move like the pawns, and the pawns will move like the queens and kings. Do you get? And in that, when you play the game like that, the game doesn't end. Because if you kill somebody from the white, another one will take you from the black. So the game continues. The game continues. The game doesn't end. And nobody is being killed, because if you take somebody, another one of their own will take you. So power to the pawns. That is how the deaths are gonna end. That is how all this frustration is gonna end. That is how the tears are gonna end. And when I say this, there's also another thing that God has told me. Kama wewe ulivotia Ruto, anza kuomba msamaha kwa Mungu wa mchanga. If you casted your vote, start saying prayers of redemption for yourself, for your family. Because what does casting mean? I've heard that somewhere else. You cast what? Oh yes, you cast a spell. So you're writing your power away in a piece of paper and then putting it in a wishing box, in a wishing well, in a ballot box. That is you giving away your power. Ruto isn't God. Ruto isn't the giver of life, isn't the giver of God, isn't the giver of food, isn't the giver of jobs, these jobs you call jobs. God is. But you have given him so much power like he is God. And that is where you went wrong. But God says, this redemption. Ruto ataenda kwa njia ya mchanga. No more rallying up in the streets to die. No more crying. Mnamlilia kwenye yeye ndio Mungu. You're going to rally up to holding placards kwenye yeye ndio Mungu. Yes, si Mungu. Yeye ni binadamu. And it is your vote. It is your power. You gave him your power. Start taking back your power from Ruto. Namuita Ruto kwa sababu mi sikuvote. So in that he is not my president. Na hata kwa hiyo, I cannot respect somebody that does not respect themselves or that does not respect me or the likes of me. Mtoto anakuja kwako kuomba chakula na wewe unamuua Ruto. In your regime, wana wa kike wanabakwa. It is all over social media. You did nothing, you said nothing. Na wewe ndo unaenda kuanza kujenga kanisa. Hiyo kanisa unajenga iko kwa mfano wa nani? Hiyo si kanisa ya Mungu. Ruto, you know it. And the people know it. Hiyo si kanisa ya Mungu. Hiyo ni madhabahu ya mapepo na mashetani. Lakini hata kwa hivyo wewe na mapepo zako na mashetani zako umeshindwa. Walisema ama pia nyinyi wengine mnasema kelele za chura hazizuii ng'ombe kunywa maji. Si hivyo ndio mnasema, lakini Mungu amesema kuna chura tudogo ambazo zikikuingia kwa mapua hautapumua. Kuna chura tudogo tukikuingia kwa mapua hautapumua. Let me light this up. Like I was saying, kuna chura tudogo na uto tuchura tukikuingia kwa mapua unainama kunywa maji. Tuchura tutakuingia kwa mapua na hautapumua. Hiyo ndiyo njia ya mchanga. Tuchura tudogo tusiafu. Wewe ushaiona siafu? Nguku zikiamua kufunguka hazibakishi. Siafu, nguku, those are God's soldiers. Hata tuchura, hata utu vitu tudogo tudogo, the commoners, the takataka, the discarded ones, nyinyi ndiyo nao wangelesha. Mungu anasema ni wakati wenu. Take stand. Take stand. On your marks, ready? Wait. But hold your marks, ready? Wait. Hadi usikie sauti ya Mungu, hadi usikie kelele za Mungu, hadi usikie tarumbeta.